Hey geeks, it's Glenn Kessler from Maryland. On April 2nd, 2019, the Geekin On Walt Disney World Podcast turns 5 years old. When Curtis and Lindsay Stone sat down to a microphone on that first day back in 2014, I don't think either of them could have anticipated the impact, reach, or devoted following their efforts would evolve to. Today, the weekly podcast is downloaded over 1,200 times. The Facebook group of nearly 800 members is alive 24/7 with kind, helpful people who support one another. And there is rarely a week on the calendar when geeks aren't at the parks meeting one another in person after first getting to know one another through the podcast. But the best thing about the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast is Kurt and his uncanny ability to make people feel comfortable, like they're a member of his close circle of friends or part of his family. He brings out the best in us all with his warm and giving nature, some stories of which you'll hear on today's podcast. So, at this 5-year milestone, the most important thing to all of us in your podcast family is making sure that you, Kurt, this podcast, and the Facebook community you've created continue. We know how expensive and time-consuming it is to produce a weekly podcast, and we know how hard you work to give us such joy without asking for anything in return. So to that end, a group of geeks, new and old, have banded together to surprise you with monthly and one-time contributions to your rarely mentioned Patreon page. We know it's not in your nature to ask for something like financial support. You'd prefer to earn it, as you're doing through the travel agency. I know I will continue to support you in that way too. But you have earned it, and you continue to earn it. Given the amount of joy you have brought to me, my family, and everyone in this community, all the hours listening to the podcast, all the great interactions on Facebook, and all the friends we've made online who we then get to meet in person in the parks, we felt like it was about time to say a proper thank you. And the best way we knew how was with a commitment on our part, your listeners, that you can continue the expensive and challenging task of nurturing this podcast and community. If anyone else out there feels the same way and would like to support the podcast, you too can donate by going to patreon.com. That's patreon.com and searching Geekin on WDW. Thank you again, Kurt, for 5 great years. Here's to another 5 and to infinity and beyond.
Are you ready for a fun-filled hour of food favorites, resort hopping, and hanging out with Disney World geeks? It's now time to go geekin' on Walt Disney World. Here's our dad and co-host. Hollywood was impressed with his performance in crowd scenes at the Indiana Jones stunt show. He never misses an 11 a.m. margarita at the Mexican Pavilion. And Mike Wazowski is still raving about his performance as that guy over at Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Curtis Stone.
Hey, Disney World geeks. This week we have a Geek and Family reunion for our 5-year anniversary show featuring some of our first Super Geeks on episode 280 of the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast. I am your Geek and Family podfather, Curtis Stone, and we are the family-friendly father-daughter podcast, also featuring Mama, Auntie Judy, Soul Sister Holly, cousins Jen and EJ, and our Geek and Family will feed your passion for Walt Disney World by sharing our experiences and opinions, as well as others from our community of passionate Walt Disney World geeks. I'm so excited you're here with us listening to our show because geeky Disney people are awesome, and we consider you family, part of our Geekin' family, and join us every Monday as we share travel tips, resort reviews, and lots of food talk through our live trip reports, interviews with our Geekin family members about their trips, and special guest roundtables on fun Disney World topics from Geekin family members all around the world. And we take pride in the awesome and positive community in our Geekin family, so come join us to share in our love for Walt Disney World and each other, and I bet you'll learn something to try on your next vacation. If you're listening to podcasts to plan your Disney vacation, we're Disney travel experts and independent travel agents with Fairy Tale Concierge. Fairy Tale Concierge is an authorized Disney vacation planner agency, and wow, Disney World, it can be an overwhelming vacation to plan. So let Mom and Auntie Judy explain it all to you and help you create a great plan with fast passes, dining reservations, and tips on the best rooms and resorts in Disney World. And you can join our mail list, Geekin Gazette, and stay up to date with the latest promotions and info. We like to put lots of new stuff out there too. And when you're ready to go to Disney World, just contact us through our website, geekinonwdw.com/advice, or you can email the family at travelingtiaras@gmail.com, and you can get our personalized help. Hey geeks, wow, 5 years of consistently every week producing a Walt Disney World fan podcast. Yes, April 2nd, 2014 was the first time my daughter Lindsay and I got behind our new Audio Technica microphones that we still use in our dining room. We were recording into my old iPad, which I haven't used in a long time, but we first started out telling our history about Disney World and some of our fun trip tips and all about our personal trip reports. And then we began reaching out to people like our first guest, Lisa Green, she's got a blog called Living a Disney Life. And then it was Glenn Kessler helping him to answer some questions about the Disney Vacation Club after he reached out to me. And wow, the fun was just starting as we start to bring on more super geeks like Heather Brainerd, Judy Ludwig, Brian Wall, and Jennifer Galambos. And the family began to grow. We adopted kids. We found our aunties and our cousins, and we brought them all together into this Geekin family. And I'm so excited to get a little family reunion together for this 5th anniversary show. Well, Brian Wall had a topic, and he thought we could review what we love about the Disney bubble. Great topic for this anniversary special. We share our favorite memory also for each one of us in the parks. We finish with the super special geeks sharing from their heart what the podcast and this Disney family has meant to them over the last 5 years. So stick around after the reunion as I share a story of my reaction of the amazing support this community has poured out on me. And get out your Kleenex, guys, for this episode. It's full of love and emotion. Well, about 5 years ago, I wanted to create a podcast on a topic I was passionate about, something that I could find lots of content, something that I talked about all the time. I know Lindsay and Mom and I, we were always talking about Disney World, and I wanted to build a community of people that were like us, like Mama, like Lindsay and I, and could they talk Disney World too? And I didn't know at the time it would become a family of amazing people and friends, but that's what it's become. And I'm so excited to celebrate 5 years of the podcast. And I'm going to bring on my guests. I'm going to break a record on Skype. Hopefully this Skype can hold out long enough. But I'm going to introduce them in chronological order, in the order from the newest member of the Geekin family to the oldest. And let's start. I can't believe this one is the youngest of the group we got coming on, but Wishes, Fantasmic, Family Ever After, and Cinderella's Castle Starts Her Crying. She looks fabulous with pixie dust in her hair from the barbershop, and she is the mom to that cute baby at Monsters Laugh Floor. She shares in her clients' excitement more than she probably should. Please welcome Jen Galambos of the Fairy Tale Concierge Travel and Little Dolips. Hey, Jen.
Hey, I'm the baby. I'll take that.
That's right. And I wrote down December 2014. So you were in the first year and you're episode 37.
Yeah, that sounds about... No, I'm 2 episodes. You didn't find my other one, did you?
Oh, there was one older than that?
Uh-huh.
Really?
But not much. It was like right after Thanksgiving. It's where I did a pre-trip report with you too.
Yeah, I thought that one was the pre-trip report. Okay. close enough.
No, and the other thing is because we went like middle of December.
Ah, okay, perfect.
We were already back home, but that's okay.
Well, thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining the baby. Yeah, for the celebration.
I can act like a baby too at Disney. I cry a lot. So there you go. And thank you for having me.
All right, let's bring on the next youngest. Is that or the next oldest? I don't know which direction I'm going, but the one-time Grand Marshal of the Star Wars and Motor Cars Parade, Jen. He once manned the engine room at the Backlot Tour, where he was overcome by 1,000 gallons of water. We share that in common, by the way. His wife and young daughter were once mistaken for a two-headed monster in Tomorrowland. I know what that refers to. He's the only guy I know who can hit Galactic Hero at Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin with his eyes closed. And he writes his own intros, by the way, Jen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our favorite Space Ranger, and I think I adopted him somewhere along the line into the family. It's Brian Wall. Hey, Brian.
Hey, what's happening?
Glad to have you back.
Hey, thanks for having me. I remember when I was adopted.
I know.
You and Mama had a few too many drinks, I think, out on the patio at the Brown Derby, and I think that's exactly where you adopted me. So
that's exactly right. And if you guys have been listening to the show for any time, you would recognize Brian's voice as my intro, which we did quite a long time ago, Brian.
I know, it's been forever.
I like it though. I don't want to change it.
If you're happy with it, I'm happy with it.
I mouthed the words to it. I like mouthed it all.
I know, I can't change it.
I fast forward through it. I know you don't like hearing your own voice.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, the family thing, certainly, I always tell people it was organic, and it really was. I mean, it started with obviously Lindsay being my daughter and doing a podcast with Lindsay. And then there was just one thing. The next person we're bringing on, who became my auntie and everybody's auntie, Brian was adopted. So all these references to the family is where that all came from. It was pretty organic. All right. Well, she spends hours upon hours on the phone with Mama talking Disney World. She knows all the jokes the Hoop-De-Doo review, and she still laughs. And we nearly broke Ken's leg trying to get her scooter out of the Animal Kingdom Starbucks. She came on in episode 14 back in May of 2014. Please give a warm Geekin' family welcome to Auntie Judy.
Hey, everybody. How are you?
Hey, Judy.
And I'm not sitting in the bathroom all the time. So
that's from the olden days.
That was from episode 14. I had to hide from my family. They were all very noisy.
Well, you had a seat there, and the acoustics were good.
They were great.
And if people don't realize, Mom and I have known Judy for quite a while. We didn't know her that well, but she sang at our wedding 30 years ago.
Tell me.
And then we learned her love for Disney World, and everything. It's all history since then.
It's all history.
I didn't think you were gonna get off the phone long enough to come up and do this podcast.
Oh, I kicked Mama off. I told her that I had to hang up.
I want to hear Judy sing.
Yeah, someday.
She sings beautifully. All right, so let's bring on a couple of these cousins we've had for the last few years. She's been going to Disney World ever since it was just the Magic Kingdom. Her favorite thing to rope drop is the Hollywood Brown Derby Lounge. Where did she get that from, Brian? I don't know. And she's so excited for Galaxy's Edge that she's already planning for her Star Wars Disney bounds. She was episode 13. There's a little pattern here going on from May of 2014. Please give a warm Geekin' family welcome to Heather Brainerd. Hey, Heather.
Hi, Kurt. Congratulations. Happy 5 years.
Yeah, that's I don't think I've done too many things for 5 years straight.
Well, you've been married for 30, so.
Almost. Not quite yet. Not yet, Judy. May 20th.
Like Rob and Judy.
Nice. And yeah, Judy and I, we were talking before we recorded, we got a chance to meet a lot of you guys, including Heather.
Yeah, that was great.
2 years in a row. In January, and got a chance to meet Jen finally this past January. That was awesome.
And I got a chance, magical moment, and I almost cried.
Say that again.
I said, along with Heather, and it was a magical moment because I almost cried.
And it was Jen.
Almost cried.
And once again, Kurt, I got to meet Jennifer before you did.
Oh, she was like barreling down Main Street.
Yeah, she said a diversion.
That's all I heard.
That was
She's like
me.
driving in.
I think she like fed me a bunch of drinks so that I would go to the bathroom first or something. It was a diversion.
Something like that, yeah.
Kids were flying out of the way.
That's a normal day in Magic Kingdom with Auntie Judy. Well, guess what, Judy? We're going to meet this next guy in October at the Grand Geekin' Gathering.
Can't wait.
Well, this super geek, he needs no introduction, but we're going to give him one anyway. He's the first listener to sport a Geekin' t-shirt in the parks. He says the park hours of operation as a direct challenge. He'll never try camping in a tent at Fort Wilderness again. And he was the first to coin the phrase, "It's 11 a.m. somewhere." Except now I think they open it up at 10:30. He joined us on episode 12 back in May of 2014. So give a warm Geekin' family welcome to Super Geeker and cousin Glenn Kessler.
Hey, Kurt. Hey, geeks. How y'all doing today?
Glenn, how are you?
Oh, I am sitting in the bathroom because I do have 3 of the ones I'm hiding from right now. Thanks, Aunt Judy, for the suggestion.
I was so excited to hear you switched your resort in October to Pop.
You had something to do with that. When I heard that you guys switched, found a better deal, and the opportunity to maybe ride those gondolas. We'll see if they release an early time for those now that Star Wars is over.
Hey, Glenn, I saw pictures today on Facebook that they're now testing the gondolas going into Pop Century and Art of Animation.
Oh, wow.
Over the lake. Yes.
That is exciting. The last time I was there were no cables. It was just kind of early in the process. I can't wait to see how that changes the landscape and the traffic patterns there as well.
They run pretty low to the water too. I was amazed.
Well, Mom was telling me she's seen pictures of the gondolas over the gator-infested waters. That's her fear.
You pay big bucks for that at Animal Kingdom on that tour. So.
Oh, boy. Well, we're going to have fun this episode for sure. Let's bring on our last and final guest. And chronologically, she was on episode 5 of the podcast. And she was our very first guest on the podcast. No one can ever take that away from her. You can still find her blogging on her blog, Living a Disney Life. That's how I found her. And she still has the best laugh in the Geekin' family. Please give a warm Geekin' family welcome to Super Geeker Lisa Green.
Hey, how's everybody? You know what? If we're going to talk family, I think you and I would be siblings because we were born the same year. We got married the same year. We have a lot in common other than our love for Disney.
I know it's so true, Lisa. Yeah, I was out there searching for bloggers and I don't know, anyone I thought that could talk Disney World. And Lisa was the first one. So she's been with, and again, I got a chance to meet her 2 Januaries in a row. So that's awesome. We had a good time this past January, didn't we, Lisa?
We did. Very much so.
I got to meet Nick, which was cool.
And Barbie and Frida.
Yeah. Yeah. And Raymond. Did I meet Raymond last year? Yeah, I met Raymond last year too.
Yeah, you did.
I
don't go anywhere without him.
I like the photo bomb he did with Nick and I and you.
Yeah, that's good. Perfect.
Noticed that afterward. I just ran into you guys at the Tower of Terror.
That was really funny because you were like, hey, are you here by yourself? Where's everybody else? Right, turn around. They're right behind you.
And then we had nice lunch over my favorite Epcot finds of lately in Morocco.
Oh, yeah. Tangerine Cafe.
Tangerine Cafe. Yeah, I love that.
Mm-hmm. It was good.
Well, how are the chickens, Lisa?
The chickens are, I think, settling down for the night, so I don't think they're going to find me where I'm hiding out. But satellite reception's so much better outside the house. I'm willing to sacrifice warmth and comfort.
Excellent. Well, this topic, Brian Wall came up with a topic. I wasn't planning on doing it for the 5th year, but I said I got to do something for the 5th year, and this topic seemed to fit perfectly. And Brian, I think the way you describe it, I'm going to say it's the things we love about being in the Walt Disney World bubble.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate.
Is that close enough?
Yeah.
I think we're going to also talk
about. You're the host.
I'm going to see if we can get through like going to a round table in the same order we
brought you on and see if we can also maybe cover a favorite moment they had in Disney World. And if you want to say something nice about the podcast, that would be just great too at the end. Well, I don't know, Lisa, are you going to be able to hang with us for a while?
I'm going to do my best. I don't know. It's going to be tricky.
All right. You tell me if you want to go first?
If you don't mind, then I can bug out and you guys don't have to worry about my squirrely satellite.
Yeah, go ahead. What's something that you love about the Disney World bubble?
Okay. Honestly, truly, the bubble is, everyone I think that I know has a pretty stressful, maybe a stressful career or something stressful in their life. And I think I've always relied on the Disney bubble to let me be the truest distilled version of my original self. And I'm talking about the original self that I was before I had a mortgage, before I had a stressful job, before I had a husband, before I had kids. And that's the beauty of the bubble. My husband and my kids get to see me as close to the original me as possible. And I like to stay in the bubble. I don't leave the bubble. I don't drive in the bubble. I don't have to find my car in a parking lot in the bubble. I just have fun. I don't think about bills. I don't think about schedules. I don't think about responsibility. I just am my original me. And that's the best part about the Disney bubble. And my family gets to see the original me.
So you get to talk to your family when you're down there.
Well, they come with me.
I don't know. We're always running around doing so much things. You're right. In our day-to-day lives, we hardly even get the chance to talk to each other or and communicate with each other. So
when our kids were growing up, they were so involved in extracurricular activities that we were busy literally 7 days a week doing stuff with them. And going to Disney World was the only time we really had to be alone for an extended period of time, just us, and reconnect and relax. So that gave us, that is why we love Disney so much. It gave us that time together to reconnect and just have fun and not have to be anywhere at any particular time, not have any special responsibilities or tests to take or performances to rehearse for. Just be ourselves. And that's the best part about it to me.
And your kids as adults enjoy going with you now still, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You going to bring the little granddaughter?
January.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because Megan and Joseph and I are thinking about doing the Dopey Challenge.
Oh, okay.
Because if I get any older, I'll die.
Yeah.
So I.
Oh yeah.
I'm not getting any younger. If I'm gonna do it, I got to do it.
Yeah, you guys have enjoyed doing the Run Disney events together too.
Yes, and Joseph and I are doing a Wine and Dine challenge, the 10K and the half marathon in November.
Okay.
Megan can't make it, but we're going to go back in January so she can join us, and we're going to do the whole ball of wax.
I love it. Well, any favorite moments at Disney World for you, Lisa?
Gosh, there's so many. That's the beauty of it. It's just the gift that keeps on giving because memories are forever. But I remember one time when we'd been the year before when Joseph was, 8 or 9. And then the next year we went back and it'd been a while before that. He doesn't remember the time before that. So we went back and we walked into Magic Kingdom, just the four of us. And he stood up straight and he got this little spring in his step and he inhaled a deep breath and just said what everyone was thinking, which was, it's good to be back.
I love that. Yes, that's the way I feel when I get in the airport. I was trying to think of that same feeling. I thought
that was just like he perfectly spoke for all of us. He was just so happy. And so were the rest of us. And I love that moment.
I think he spoke for everyone on this Skype call right now, too. I think we all get that feeling, Lisa. Well, thanks for your thoughts there.
Thanks for inviting me on your show for the first time. And thanks for being my friend for all these many years. Thanks for sharing my geeky love for Disney, like as a kindred spirit, and sharing so much of your thoughts and your friends' thoughts and your guests' thoughts. And I can't wait for 5 more years. I'm going to be here the whole time. I promise.
Yeah, I think we're going to keep making friends, Lisa. And I can't. Yeah, it's definitely not. It's good
to have like a posse. It's good to have a clan of people
that
understand you.
I'm looking forward. The more I go back, it's been, this last couple of years when I go down there now, I keep meeting all these folks that I've met through the podcast, and it's one of my favorite things. I'm sure you do too.
Well, the fact that people like you will come out in the rain just to have lunch in Epcot.
Yeah.
And I've met Auntie Judy and Heather and so many people, and I just have loved every minute of it. And I'm so appreciative for the Geekin' Ohana.
Thank you, sweetheart. All right. I don't know. We'll see if the chickens hang in there with us or not. But Lisa, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Bring on the rest of this gang. Jennifer.
Yes.
You're the baby.
I am.
But what's so special about the Disney bubble for you?
Am I doing all three?
No, just do one. We're going to go around the table.
Okay, now we're going to do round table. Okay,
Yeah.
I just need to make sure I have the rules correct.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I'm going to take one from, I'm trying to see whatever everybody else will say. I'm going to try to take that one. I think the one I'm going to do first is, I'm taking part from our last trip when me and the girls went into Epcot by ourselves. And just actually this last trip, just as a whole, where I get little moments with each of my girls individually.
Yeah.
And vice versa for, Dad. He gets little moments when we split up like that. And it's just making those memories with one kid because they're always together.
Yeah.
I don't often get a chance to get them one at a time. Yeah. That's probably the moments that I get because you feel it's easy to separate.
Yeah. Yeah, I have, Lindsay was always the one that wanted to ride the rides with me. That was her thing.
Yeah.
She, if you're getting in a ride and it's a 2-vehicle ride or something, or she always wanted to sit next to me. And that was just her thing.
Yeah, my girls, they fight because I have 2 girls. But they fight over actually who gets to sit next to me.
Yeah, I always had a moment. You're right. This goes back to what Lisa was saying. I always felt like we're running in 25 different directions when we're at home. And this on vacation was a place where we could get some of that more alone time. And Disney World certainly brings out some of the emotions, the good emotions.
Nah, I don't think so. I just
right. It makes her cry
every time.
All right, Brian, give us one of yours.
Lisa said it really well. It's funny when I started thinking about all of these things and the things that I love about the bubble is kind of hard to keep track of everything. So I did start making a list of things that and the first thing that I can think of, and I'm sure there's other people that can agree. But I love music, right? I listen to music a lot. I spend a lot of my time in my car because I'm driving a lot. I commute a lot. So I spend a lot of time listening to music, any kind of music really. And I feel like music always kind of creates some kind of emotion in us. And I feel like when we're in the bubble, the music is just as much part of my vacation experience as dining or attractions are.
Yeah.
I feel like everywhere we go, you think about everywhere we go, there's a soundtrack to our vacation, right?
Yeah.
The minute you get on the Magical Express or the minute you step into the lobby of your resort, there's music playing.
Mm-hmm.
Just as this last trip when we were at Coronado Springs, we were walking outside and just hearing you can hear the music in the background, just kind of faintly in the background. And it definitely just adds to the experience, Yeah. I think about shows like Happily Ever After and Illuminations. I mean, they're great shows, but think about if they weren't set to music, would they invoke such emotion from us? And I know that I've cried openly at the fireworks shows, and I think a lot of that is due to that music, that background music that just kind of helps put us in this place of joy. And for me, music is a big,
I love that one.
A big part of the bubble.
I love music too. I was thinking I was almost going to put this on my list. It's very specifically when you get into your resort and the music playing on the television.
Yeah. Yeah.
It always seems to make me feel like I'm back there. And I don't know if there's any other place. I mean, they use all the senses to stimulate us when we're down there. It's kind of over sensory sometimes, but the background music at any of mostly the parks. I'm thinking Epcot's like my favorite background music, but even Animal Kingdom, some of the soundtracks. I love those soundtracks. I love playing those radio stations at home. So awesome, Brian. All right, so let's bring on Judy.
All right, I'm here.
What's one of your favorite things about being in the bubble?
Well, I agree with both what Lisa and Brian both said. I mean, I do love all the different music, the being able to be there with your family. And I kind of went a different way. I love the feeling that you get at the Magic Kingdom when you come through that train station tunnel and you come around and you see the castle for the first time on each trip. And my niece said it the best. She said, I could look at the castle all day long. And there's just something so special about standing there and looking down Main Street, getting the smells of the stuff coming out of the confectionery there with all the Rice Krispie treats they're making, all the theming that they've done, and all the windows on Main Street and all the people that it represents that put this place together. It's just such a special place.
I agree.
And you know, we've been bringing our kids since they were 4 years old, and now they're bringing their kids. You know, it's just such a special place. And you can, like Lisa said, you forget about all the worries going on in your, quote, real life. Unless they're putting a new sewer in at your house while you're down there because you have no water. But other than that.
Yeah, that was a little damper on our last trip.
A little damper. But no, it's just that feeling. Feeling that you get. And it's a different feeling when I walk into Epcot. I love going to Epcot, but it's a whole different feeling when you walk in.
So true. You get the feels. Something about the Magic Kingdom, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a special. Absolutely. Good job, Judy. And how about Heather? What's your first one for the bubble?
My first one is when I'm on the Magical Express, and it's that moment as I approach and then go underneath the Disney World sign.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody takes a picture.
Exactly. I can just feel my whole body relax in that moment. And it's funny because I'm like excited, I'm excited for my vacation to start.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, yes, I'm here.
I know. And
it's just wonderful.
The signs change to that purple.
Yes.
You're on property.
Yes, exactly.
Back on property. It is. It's a great feel. Even for us that go all the time, it still feels great, doesn't it?
It does. It's so special.
There is a homecoming feeling I feel when I get into the airport. The airport's got a familiarity to it. I love the airport and I love that drive in.
Yeah, definitely. It just sets it all off to a really good start.
Perfect. I'm glad somebody brought that on up. That's a great one. All right, Glenn.
So, my reason I love to stay in the bubble, first of all, I know there are other hotels outside of Disney World property. I will never, ever stay at them. When I get on the plane, out of DC, I check out of the real world and I give myself over to the Disney World bubble and the vacation. I put those magic bands on as soon as we're on the plane. Yes, me and my family, we're those people who don't need them on and we have them on. And, from then on, we are in the care of Disney World and we give ourselves over to the immersive theming, like Brian was saying, with the music, the smells, the theming up and down. I mean, the parks are beautiful. Magic Kingdom, you walk into Adventureland, you hear that music, the drums, you see the plants change, you transition right through that underpass over to Frontierland and everything is different. That's amazing. But the resorts, which is really what this bubble I think is even more about, the resorts are so immersively themed. Polynesian, you are transported. Grand Floridian, you stand up a little straighter, you talk a little cleaner, you feel a little less comfortable. But wherever you go, it's top to bottom. It's all through and through. It's a totally different world, and I love letting myself go to those other places so quickly, so easily, so deeply. And it's just beautiful.
You made me think too, and Lisa was saying this a little bit. I really recommend everybody, and I try to do this. I was not that great at it this past trip, to be honest with you, but to try to leave your working world behind, let them handle it. I'm in Disney care now.
I agree. It's
you gotta let it go.
They keep pushing you back into the phone with my Disney experience, but you just have to have that discipline and to get that out of office message.
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm out. Forget about me for a couple of weeks.
You got to do your best to disconnect from the outside world, for sure.
I think that's the best way to go. Yeah, that's why it's so special. That's I think what Disney does that nowhere else does.
Now, you guys all went with all the feelings one. I'm going to go with something. My first one, I'm just going to say everything's bigger at Disney World. With the resorts are bigger, Glenn. That was the one thing I noticed when I first went there for the first time. It was like, wow, this place is massive. And it's almost like when you go to a big city. I remember going to New York for the first time. You're just kind of overwhelmed with the immensity of it. But the ice cream sandwiches are bigger. The frozen lime margaritas have more booze.
The cinnamon buns are bigger.
Exactly. The unlimited milkshakes. All you can. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did you see the new cotton candy that they're doing in China in the South Pavilion?
Mom showed me that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The giant size.
Humongous. I love things that are bigger. I love when you get more value. I love the kind of places where you just feel like you got more than what you paid for. The family style. Where else do you get family style eating like that? I don't know. But I mean, some places have buffets, but the buffets at Disney World too, they're just top notch with the amount of people they're feeding. It's amazing. So you always get plenty. And the fireworks, I mean, if you go to local fireworks in your town, you always feel a little cheated because every day they do more than that down at Magic Kingdom. Or even like the Star Wars fireworks when they brought those out. I mean, it's just amazing. If you ever go down at some of the big holidays, of course, New Year's, it's just amazing. Everything is just bigger and more of it in Disney World, which I love that part.
Perfect.
All right. Now back to Jennifer, the youngster.
Oh, I just had it. I didn't write it down because that's not how I roll.
You wing it every time?
What'd you say?
You don't wing it every time you come on the show, do you?
Yeah, I do. Ask EJ.
Oh my gosh. You shouldn't have told me that.
Hey, come on. I got a little, talent I have. I like with coming in the bubble that I, as a mother, don't have to cook.
They have some good food down there?
Just something. I don't.
There's no end.
And to that end, I also like this idea of we're on vacation. I don't have to say no to my kids. You want that ice cream at 10 a.m.? Fine, let's do it. We're on vacation.
Amen, sister. Preach.
Exactly. And a Dole Whip is fruit, so hello.
And you know, Jen, a Mickey Peanut Sundae is a great lunch.
Exactly. It fills you up. But, I would say as a mom, but I think as parents in general, we're always like, my kid came with some like sugary snack. Can I have this for snack after lunch? No, after school. No, let's think of something healthy. But on vacation, you want, 12 Mickey waffles, load up your plate. That's
great.
I like the food, the fact that I know, let's eat here, let's eat there. I don't have to worry about dinner because I did 6 months previous, but according to my last episode, I don't keep those reservations either. But I don't, and I don't have to say no to my kids.
Related to that, Jen, reminds me, I think my mom must have traumatized me when I was in a store as a kid, like touching something in the store. And, and that was, as an adult going to Disney World, I was amazed at people playing with all the stuff in the store, putting the hats on and playing with the toys. And That always struck me kind of funny.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's kind of, I do it, but I'm like, why am I doing this? This is gross.
Yeah.
But yes.
Everybody's playing with this stuff in the stores.
Yeah.
And mom's not telling them no.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, I think, yeah.
The cast members help you. That's awesome.
They do, yes. Yeah.
They encourage it.
So,
Yeah, it's fun.
so
Love that.
Again, going back to making those memories.
Nice job winging it, Jen.
Thanks. I have a really good one, and I just can't. Once I think of it, I'm going to write it down.
Well, you got, like 10 more people going,
Yeah,
so
that's
don't
fine.
worry about it.
Okay.
All right. I think Brian is up next.
I'm up. Yeah. So for me, I think this is an easy one. It is the cast members.
Yeah.
I feel like we've stayed in a deluxe resort before. We've stayed in a moderate resort before, and we've stayed value. And I never have felt like I've been treated differently by cast members.
True.
And in fact, I feel like the level of service I feel that my family gets when we're inside the bubble on Disney property is unmatched. And I don't think I've never experienced the customer service level that I get at Disney anywhere else.
Yep.
And I feel like the cast members really help make our experience as guests special because, number one, they work long hours. It's a really thankless job, I feel like, but they do it. And I know a lot of them do it because they love it and they love Disney and they love being able to provide that amazing experience to guests. But I would bet $100 that everyone that is here tonight and listening to the show has something good to say about an interaction that they've had with a cast member who maybe went above and beyond what was expected in a certain situation. I certainly know that I have.
Well, in doing the podcast for 5 years, you get those stories all the time. And I tried to ask that question, did you have a good interaction with a cast member? Glenn Kessler, who's on the show right now, I'm thinking of an interaction that he had with his son. And it was at the
Garden Grill.
Was it the Garden Grill? I was thinking of the Four Seasons. Sunshine Seasons. Yeah. Well, you could tell that story quick, Glenn.
Sure. Yeah. It was my Harrison's 5th birthday. We were celebrating, and the cast member, just completely unprompted, came over with a gigantic cookie. He was happy enough if that was all, but maybe 6 cast members also, and they wished him happy birthday, screaming out loud. The whole place was listening. He was loving it and embarrassed by it all at the same time. I caught the whole thing on video, which I've shared to the podcast before. Maybe I'll post it again when this episode comes up. And it was just the most magical, unexpected thing. And then she closed the whole experience by asking for his signature in her character book that she collects from special guys and girls that she gets to interact with. It was just, unbelievable. That'll stay with me forever.
And that's an interaction with a food service worker at the Four Seasons. That's what always gets me about that story. It's,
she was cleaning up trash and then boom, right into that.
I think she took it upon herself to make her experience fun when she's interacting with guests. So yeah, it's a little thing too. I noticed, Brian, you made a comment about the different resorts. Of course, we've stayed at all different levels of the resorts, almost all of them except for 2 now. We were staying at the All-Stars with Judy and Ken, and this struck me, maybe they all, the manager left a note in our room, and it was all about, hey, if you need anything, if anything didn't meet your standards. What was that?
It was with the mug.
Well, what happened? Yeah, well, what happened was they left that note. Mom was reading through all the stuff when she got back, and we were a little bit disappointed that we weren't able to get the Halloween special resort mugs that we were expecting with our meal plan. And she emailed, I think, the manager, and the manager responded almost immediately back and ended up sending like 2 mugs in the mail to us. To me, again, going back to, it's not a deluxe resort. I think I really felt in her letter that there was a lot of pride that she was managing the All-Stars and treated it as if it was the Grand Floridian. So it's awesome.
To Glenn's point, I personally, I know I've had a lot of the special interactions that I've had have been with like a custodian or
Yeah.
a food service worker who saw my son crying and brought over a Mickey bar, and then noticed that, we had a daughter there too. And then so he went back and came back with another one, and just things like that you don't expect from some of these cast members who probably kind of go unsung, and bus drivers, there's just
Right.
so many. And again, but like getting back to the point, that to me is what makes the experience special, and it's what makes being inside the bubble special, because you don't get that at other places.
I think some of the best people are the custodians in the parks. We had that incident we talked about where stupid dad was told not to drive the wheelchair into the tracks at the Magic Kingdom, and I did it anyway and broke the wheel. And the custodian was right there, saw the whole thing, and was on the speaker, or what do you call it, walkie-talkie, calling in for help. And it was so nice to us.
It was just like on our last trip, as I was transferring on a very rainy, cold, windy day from one resort to the next. I'm at the Magic Kingdom, and the cast member came, and the only person, and called and brought a bus for me. I had my own private bus to transfer to the resort. And they didn't have to do that. It was just out of the blue. There he was. And
they always do
got
that.
me the ride. Yeah, it was great.
Well, Judy, it's your turn up.
It's my turn.
What's your next thing? And Luke has introduced you.
When I'm in the Disney bubble and you get there, time seems to stand still. And it's like, wow, I'm here for a week, or I'm here for 10 days. And time seems to stand still, even though the days go by fast. But then all of a sudden, it's like, oh my goodness, it's only 2 days and I got to go back home. But while you're there, as I think Lisa said, you can forget about everything that's going on in the outside world. I never watch the news. I stay off of Facebook if I can, other than to post pictures. And I just want to absorb being there.
Yeah.
And letting that time, stand still, and just enjoying being there.
I got to pinch myself when I'm there, because I know it's going to go fast.
Well, and it starts out slow. It's like, I got a whole week. And then, I still have, and then all of a sudden, I'm leaving in 2 days, or I'm leaving tomorrow. And then it's like,
boy, that went fast.
Speeds up at the end. Yeah.
Like, where did that time go? I know we've been fortunate to go for 2 weeks. It's nice to have that all ahead of you when you first get there.
Yeah, it's
nice.
You just can relax.
Absolutely. All right.
Just let go.
Definitely. Heather.
Yes. So I love how clean and well maintained everything is.
Yeah, are they fixed? I tell you, they got construction going on too, and they're always refurbing stuff, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yes, big projects like that, but also the little things.
Definitely.
Like I have seen cast members squeegee off the tops of trash cans after a rainstorm. I mean, it's amazing. So wow. I really appreciate the attention to detail in terms of cleaning and maintaining everything and just keeping it magical all the time.
Yeah, well, when I'm doing my coffee works early in the morning, you always see the workers up early. And I'm thinking of one particular time, I've seen this more than once, but they had this like machine that you probably see in nice floors where they're buffering the floors, but they were like buffering the sidewalks over Art of Animation one time. Mm-hmm. Like, they're cleaning the sidewalks.
Yeah, it's amazing. It really is.
There was a guy buffering when we were over at French Quarter, Judy. I don't know if you remember that guy with the buffering machine. We were there. Oh, maybe you weren't with me on that. Mom and I went to the front desk for something. The guy, we must have been there like a half hour, and he was buffering the whole time. He looks like hitting the same spot for like an hour. It's like, wow, that's amazing.
But the floors, but over there, the floors just shine.
Oh,
they shine everywhere.
Yeah, Mom said they were getting ready for Star Wars. That's why they were getting the resorts. I mean, they were working on refurbing the rooms. Every time I go to a place, there seems like they're either finished refurbing rooms or there's more rooms being refurbed. It's great.
Yeah, it's constant. And I love the fact that when I'm there, I don't have to clean anything.
Oh, do you get the discount you don't get the discount for skipping mousekeeping?
Actually, I do, but you know what? I don't make my bed.
Perfect.
I leave it unmade.
Yes, so do I.
We recorded our trip report over at Auntie Judy's, and Mom said, I learned this about her. I didn't know about this, but she checks the tag on the mattress to see what the age of it is. What did she say? It was like less than a year old or something. She was so happy about that.
Smart.
That's funny. Great one, Heather. Yeah, we love it. Clean is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Glenn, you're up next.
All right, I'm going to go a little less abstract, a little less touchy-feely.
Okay.
The thing that I love about staying in the bubble is luggage service. So as speaking for those parents who have lots of children, the size of the child is inversely proportionate to the amount of stuff they need, right? So the smaller the child, the more stuff you need. So we've traveled with so many bags. And the ability to be able to check it with Magical Express, at the airport and then just be done dealing with luggage until we get home to that airport is amazing. That they'll pick it up, take it into our room. It's always waiting there for us. If we transfer resorts, a split stay, they'll move it from one resort to the next. Just awesome.
That Magical Express is a great service with the drop your luggage off at the airport and it ends up in your room. Love that. But I don't know. I'm a kind of a do-it-yourselfer kind of person, and I always felt guilty. They really helped us over the Polynesian, though. We were moving the cars. We just had a lot of stuff to get into the Polynesian, but they came over. They were so nice. Took everything right over to our room, in those big, whatever they call those little carts. Love that. Absolutely. And if you switch resorts, if you do a split stay, trust the Disney service. They'll get your bags over there.
Yeah, they've even picked it up out of our room the first time we did that. We didn't know if we were supposed to bring it to Bell Services. I don't know if this is their policy, but they were like, no, go to the parks, enjoy yourself. We'll get it.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, they do. They do. That's what they do say to you. You go enjoy yourself. We'll take care of this. I love that.
Beautiful.
Good one. All right. I'm going to say I love walking. I like doing my steps, counting my steps. But the walks at Walt Disney World are all peaceful. And I wrote down a bunch that I have. It's kind of like when I first discovered Disney World. First was the boardwalk. I started going there to the conference, and I just loved the boardwalk right away. When we stayed, I was fortunate to stay at the Beach Club for that conference. Mom and I stayed there. That was the first time I was really getting a chance to walk to the Epcot or to any kind of theme park. And that walk, when you get off, we were on the floor. We just went straight down out the back gate and we were at Epcot. I just love that little walk over to Epcot. The boardwalk over to Hollywood Studios too. I did that one recently. It's a really relaxing, and you can beat the boats there if you walk it. So it's a good time. I know you got to do a lot of walking, but I love, especially in the mornings. And a new one that I found was over at the French Quarter and Riverside. You can walk from the French Quarter along the waterway, and that's where they have the beignet run too, which I ended up walking, not running it. But I love that. That was a new one that I learned, and I love that one. The Bay Lake Tower to Magic Kingdom. So glad when I got the DVC, and that was a big reason why, so we could walk to the Magic Kingdom it's really cool when you're leaving the park late at night too, after fireworks. It just kind of stroll. It's a magical walk there. And then I'm going to say the Polynesian, just walking the beach this last trip. Early in the morning, I get up and walk along the beach and see the Magic Kingdom. And I love watching and waiting. Everyone's waking up, kind of doing that. And there's also a nice little walk over to the Grand Floridian from the Polynesian. I did that too. So I love my walks, and I love doing them in the bubble.
Those are great walks. And I'll add one more, and maybe we can do this in October. At Pop Century, they've got the decades listed as you walk around. They've got a little loop there as well. And there's a little trivia along the way, and it's charming along Hourglass Lake, most of it.
It's a great opportunity to just explore the resorts, for sure, Glenn. And over there, we can go walk over to Art of Animation, too.
Perfect.
And we can check out the coffee over there, too. Walk between the waterway.
You say it's going to be peaceful, but then you've invited me, Kevin Curtis Allen, and maybe Rob Mandiri for your coffee walk. So there goes that.
Well, it'll be peaceful. We're going to talk, about our day and do the same thing I do talking to myself. And so I'll have you guys to talk to.
That'll be fun.
I can't wait. All right. Back to hopefully our good friend and our little one, Jen, has remembered what she was trying to think of.
I did. I wrote it down too. Actually, I didn't remember exactly what I was going to say, but Mickey ears.
Oh.
So what I mean by that is nowhere else, well, except for a Disney cruise.
Yeah.
Can you go, first off, dress like some character as an adult, Disney bounding?
Yeah.
Or wear Mickey ears. And
Yeah.
People wear them like they're normal.
Yeah.
The one day it was raining, the Sunday that we were there, and I eventually had to take off my Mickey ears. But I'm still taking pictures and stuff. I'm like, I feel so naked. I don't know what's going on. I have nothing up here.
Yeah. The girls have really gotten into very creative ones they're getting off of eBay or making themselves too.
Yeah, Etsy.
Well, if not Mickey ears, you can always wear a tiara.
That's true.
And tiaras work as well, yes. But I guess my whole thing is only at Disney can you.
Yep.
Again, it's that little kid comes out. Mm-hmm. And of course, my bags, my new obsession on my Disney purses. I have 5 of them now. And I just got a Donald Duck one. Nowhere else am I going to walk out. I have them. I've gone to some events. I'm like, oh, I should wear bring my Aurora one or my Rapunzel Rapunzel Tower one. And I'm like,
just not appreciated as much.
It's not. Some I do have some friends but this is a school event. That's just weird, right?
Well, the only good thing about that is it might draw out the Disney geeks that are in the room, because I know when we get a lot of I know Mom and Judy, whatever, either their tiaras or their purses, someone all the time is going to say, "Oh, I love that." They always bring out a compliment. That's a great one, Jen. I'm glad it came back to you. I wear my Captain Jack hat. I don't do that at home too much.
I have been known to. I can't talk. I have the pen in my mouth. I have been known to wear my Mickey ears around the house, especially when I get a new pair from it. I'll wear it the rest of the day when I open up my
You can wear them when you're.
EJ for that obsession, by the way.
Yeah.
I always had maybe one pair of Mickey ears I just wear the whole time, and then she came into my life, and it's been ruined.
Yes, EJ.
Town has.
Nice. Good one, Jen. Nice comeback.
Oh, I'm telling you, that wasn't a comeback. I didn't need a comeback.
Ad hoc.
Good the whole time.
All right, Brian. I think that we're on our third one, right? Yeah, we're on our
this
third
is
one.
the third one. Yeah.
All right.
I wore my goofy ears to work last week.
I'm not surprised by you.
It's true though. I ordered a Buzz Lightyear backpack from the Disney store online, and when it came in, and it's a kid's backpack, and when it came to the house, I tried it on, and I'm walking around the house wearing my backpack, for no reason, but I can't do that in the real world. No. So, yeah. So for me, probably the biggest reason why I love being in the bubble so much and being on Disney properties, because wherever we go, I have the opportunity to share the experience with my kids. And thinking back to why Walt created Disneyland was because, he wanted to be able to, create this place where parents and kids could share in their experiences. And, whenever we take our kids to a local fair or to Six Flags, I can't ride a lot of the rides with my kids because I get motion sickness. And so for me at Disney World, I can experience these things with my kids instead of, standing off to the side and watching them have fun and watching them have the experience. But when we're at Disney, I have the opportunity to, sit next to my daughter, put my arm around her and share the ride with her. And that's something that, like I said, I don't really get to do at a lot of other places because maybe it's just for kids.
Except for Flight of Passage, right?
Oh, that's not that'll never happen again. So
that one's rough. No, that's so true. The Disney rides are just not as intense. They've got that great theme that's going on. They just put so much work into the way it looks, and but it doesn't have to be. And if it's intense, it's usually not that long. You can usually make it through.
Yeah, I mean, and there are those headliner attractions that you know can be thrill rides, but there's also the ones like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I can ride all day.
Slinky Dog.
So I think they do a great job of providing experiences for all kinds of
definitely
thrill seekers.
Definitely. What was the one I was? The Mission Space I did this time in January, and I did.
How did you do on that? Did you do all right?
I did the milder one. I'm trying. It's the green and the orange, right? The green one's the easier one. It was good. Yeah, not a problem. I wrote it with, who was I riding with? I'm trying to remember who I was with now, but there was a young girl and her mom in front of me, and they were going on for the first time, and I was telling them, don't worry, it doesn't spin, so it's going to be fine. And they were all excited about it too, so it was fun. Yeah, I'm glad I did it. But the other one makes me a little nauseous. For sure. All right, Judy, what's your next one?
Okay, I'm leaving the touchy-feely, feel-good. Memory Maker.
Yeah.
Photo Pass.
All right.
Magic Shots.
Yes.
Are so cool.
Good one.
Because you can get some really great shots with them. You don't have to keep dragging your camera out, although we always do. Then you have all these wonderful pictures, and as you look back at them at home, you kind of relive the trip.
Yeah, it's such a great service, and they keep changing them too. They keep adding or different holidays or festivals. They have different ones.
Yeah,
the art festival. They have the pictures you can jump in and have fun with. Yeah,
when we were at Hollywood Studios and they had Mama and I sitting on the fountain, and they put Minnie Mouse between us.
Yeah,
they're always new magic shots. The one on Seven Dwarfs, where it's actually the video of you coming down the hill on the roller coaster.
Yeah,
they're just great because they help you relive the trip, and you haven't had to take your camera out and take the pictures, and you can both be in them together.
Absolutely, and they keep enhancing them. Yeah, when they made that change with the Magic Band, where the picture from the ride was already on your account, and when you get off the ride, and it's fast too. When you get your pictures taken, like how much? I mean, it's not that much longer. You look, and it's already on your phone. It's amazing. Right. The technology is amazing. So cool. That good one, Judy. Yeah, I like these practical ones too. All right, Heather's up.
Okay, so this one is kind of a new experience for me. And I think it might be my new favorite thing about Disney.
Oh, wow.
So several times over the course of the past year or so, I've been fortunate enough to have the chance to take people with me to Disney who either had never been before or hadn't been since they were little kids and they didn't even remember it.
Yeah, Heather the tour guide. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So seeing their reactions to the Disney bubble is just so wonderful.
Have they been good reactions?
Amazing reactions.
Oh, good. Oh, good. You're making geeks.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's like that initial burst of like amazement, when they first enter Magic Kingdom, for example, or like Judy was saying, when they first walk around the corner and see the castle. So there's that excitement. And then like as the trip goes on, you can see them kind of settle into just how wonderful and how kind of perfect everything is.
They're experiencing some of the things we're talking about for the first time, right? And,
exactly. To see their appreciation grow as the trip progresses is just such a wonderful thing.
How difficult is it to explain Disney World to someone who's not been there before?
You really can't. You can't put it into words. They have to experience it.
Exactly. I was just telling someone today, someone sits right across from me. He's got a young daughter, and we're talking a little bit about Disney World. I said, you really got to, I'm hoping when you decide to go, I can help you. And we'll, as their travel agency kind of service that we give, because new people really have to have that help. I said, don't go without, a plan. And I was telling them everything. But I said, once you get down there for the first, you don't really understand it till you're down there for the first couple of days if you're new. You just don't get it, do you?
Exactly. And then by the time the trip is over, like,
they're experts.
From what I've seen, they fully appreciate it.
Yeah.
And like my sister, I took her and her family last summer. Within a few months, my sister was saying, all right, we're going back. How can we make this happen? And so I was trying to help them find like the best possible deal to try to make this affordable for them. And we were looking at, off-property hotels. And she said to me, no, if we're going to go, we're going to stay in the bubble. So she was there for a week and she totally got it.
Yeah, I highly recommend. You always look up a little bit. Don't settle for the lowest thing. If you can at all, price out those other options. See what it really is. And, what would it take to do that? Because, I hate when people settle for less when they could do a little better. That's awesome. Love that, Heather. Great one. You've done this. I knew you guys were going to do awesome. All right, Glenn, what you got next?
Well, I think mine will kind of build on what Heather was just talking about.
Yeah.
So I'll start with, I think that the ability to walk around with a grin on your face the entire time you're there and not get any weird looks for it. I think that's what I love most.
I think you do that all the time, Glenn, but that's just what...
You might be right, but there I don't get the looks.
No one thinks you're daffy, huh?
Exactly. Well, you wake up in the morning, you're walking to the bus, you got a smile on your face. You see people, walking, and they know they're going to have a great day ahead of themselves, or even if they don't. And this is where I feel like, as a more regular visitor, as a geek, I almost kind of feel a responsibility, like an ambassador, to, spread that joy and spread that cheer, and to be able to, like Heather was talking about, see the joy in those around me. So even if it's not someone I know, if you're on a ride and, you're in a ride vehicle and there's other people there and you can tell there's some first timers or something like that, I know I'll speak up and I'll make some jokes or, to look up, at this point so they get a good picture and just to kind of spread that joy, talk in the lines, chat over a lunch table, just to kind of share in that good vibe, that good feeling, and to let everyone know that we're all so similar here. We're not separated by our differences. We're connected by this place, and just to share in this one beautiful experience that we can all have for days and weeks.
I think there's no other place I find where people kind of let their guard down a little bit and are a little more outgoing to talk, and you'll have some great conversations with other guests. Yeah, I love that. I try to record them sometimes.
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I love so much about your recordings is that you often do bring that flavor, meeting people, or even, like when Lisa Green runs up to you and for the first time ever meeting you, say, my people. And it's just spreading joy, I'm sure, to anyone who saw that. And, of course, to all of us listeners who hear that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Love that, Glenn. All right. I guess I'm going to wrap this topic up. I'll wrap it up with my favorite is the mornings at Disney World. I love when Disney World is waking up. No one else is up but me and the workers, I think. Maybe a couple. I did notice a few more guests this time when I was getting up and doing my coffee walks. I get to meet the cast members early in the morning when they're doing their little chores, getting the coffee ready, that kind of thing. And they're walking through the resorts, going about their duties. I love the quiet of the mornings. I love over at the Bay Lake Tower when you can see the fog on the Seven Seas Lagoon, the sun's coming up. Yeah, I love the mornings at Disney World, and it's so peaceful. Yeah, that's all I can say about it. It's just great.
That's so beautiful. And that one and your last one with those kind of like walkways to Epcot and everything, they're the quiet moments amidst all of the chaos, all the crowds, all the lines that you'll see later. Yep. You found two special, kind of places or mindsets, almost even to be in that take you outside of that. That's great, Kurt.
You can get those, speaking of the quiet moments, because it's chaotic a lot of the time during the day. You can get that by rope dropping, I've got pictures inside of Fantasyland with nobody there yet. And I love that really kind of aura. And you can get that on some of those late night events. I remember doing one at Epcot, and I wish they would do it again. They would have it at different countries. We did the Italian one.
Oh yeah.
After Illuminations, and you could get a wine flight, and I think it was a cheese board, if I remember. But when you left, you were the only ones in the park at Epcot, walking out from the backside because you were way off on the opposite end to make it around to the front of the park. Really cool. I mean, funny enough, the big ball the bridge was up and the ball had to go through even late at night. Really cool times to experience it when it's quiet at Disney World.
But you can also find that same kind of quiet in the park when there's thousands of people and you find yourself a nice bench or a wall somewhere and you can just sit, and it's like they're going about their business and you can just sit and be quiet and relax.
Yes.
And you're kind of all by yourself.
Or do what Judy and I do. We go to the lounges at 3:00.
We do that too.
Love that too. Well, there is so much. Boy, I think, Brian, I brought on the right crew to talk this topic. Did we do it justice for you?
Absolutely. As soon as I knew Glenn and Heather were coming, I knew it was going to be good, because those guys, they're just, I love the what the imagery that when they start talking, you can see in your head, you can visualize what they're talking about, and and then seeing everybody else, and I was like, this is a good crew, and people that I know obviously get it, right?
Yeah. I was thinking as these guys were talking and the way the podcast started, I was just reaching out to some people that I didn't even really know. I knew Judy, but it's amazing to me, like you said, the way they all just describe this. Don't forget, these are like my Fab Five. I call my Fab Five a lot of these because they were the first people that I brought onto the podcast, and it's been one great person after another that comes on. There's something about Disney World people that I can't explain. I didn't know it before I started the podcast. The positivity and quality of the folks that I've brought on the show have always amazed me. So thank you guys so much for being. We're not done yet, though. We had another topic.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do one, right, of a special moment from your history in Disney World. Jen, can you think of one?
So this one, and this one I had prepared ahead of time, but I forget who it was now. Was it Brian? I think that mentioned the cast members. So I'm, bringing it all together.
Yeah.
Which is that I have so many, especially between like Disney World and Disney Cruise. But this last one happened with my girl Holly and me.
Oh.
Okay, now thinking of that one, now I have two, but I'll keep it just this one. So we had tea at the Grand Floridian, and I don't think I really shared the story, what happened to me on this trip. Maybe I did. Do as I say, not as I do. And I inadvertently left my wallet on the Magical Express.
Oh, yeah.
I had it out to show. I had it out for some reason. I can't remember why. Oh, something about my luggage tags. My luggage tags didn't show up at my house for Magical Express. So I had to bring out my luggage check bag tickets from the airline to show them. For some reason, I never put my wallet back in my purse. My Sleeping Beauty purse, by the way, in case anybody out there was wondering. And funny thing is, we got right on the bus. I was in line for 5 seconds, got right on the bus. Anyway, and I never put it away. So Holly and I, we meet up, pop, and we hug, and it's all glorious. We're off to Epcot. And I go for some reason in my purse just to get something, maybe it's chapstick or something, and I realize I don't have my wallet.
Yeah.
And now go panic attack mode.
Yeah.
Long story short, now I don't have my wallet now, but I'm like, okay, well, I've got my Magic Band. We'll see if it shows up on Magical Express. We put in a claim, yada, yada. And I go about the day. Like, what are you going to do? I'm here for 3 days. I got to make the best of it. We go to Grand Floridian for tea that afternoon. And kind of telling our waitress is very lovely, just kind of telling her just the trials and tribulations of the day. She goes ahead and brings us some champagne and says, "It's on, Mickey, you need a drink." She was asking, and I think Holly was just commenting, we really need this. She's had kind of a rough morning this morning, blah, blah, blah. And so we, okay, that's great. Thanks so much. You're the best. Cheers. break weekend type thing. Here's your good weekend. I go off to watch Cinderella come down the stairs.
Right.
Sit around the prince and do their little special thing. At 3:00, by the way, for anybody who didn't know, at the Grand Floridian, just in case. Okay, there, I said it. and I come back, and the waitress has a Aurora bracelet for me. She goes upstairs and purchased. She asked Holly who my favorite princesses were, and Holly told her.
Oh wow!
And she gave me a Princess Aurora little bracelet. So that goes back to the cast members paying attention, looking at those details.
Wow! She got you a bracelet?
Yeah.
Wow!
It's like it's a little kitty bracelet, but good thing I have like little wrists and hands.
Yeah.
About the size of a kid. So
great. And
the
other happy ending was that you did get your wallet back, didn't you?
I did. Yes, thank you. I did get my wallet back. Yeah, spoiler alert. It showed up at baggage claim.
That's wow. That's awesome, Jen. Good story. Who's up next? I think it's Brian.
The guy who didn't get a bracelet. I didn't get one.
Well, now you're getting a bracelet. I'm about to go in April. I'm buying you a bracelet.
My favorite princess is Ariel.
So it's Aurora, Ariel.
He likes Buzz Lightyear.
Rapunzel.
I like Buzz.
Get him a Buzz Lightyear bracelet.
And Donald, but she didn't ask about. She just asked about princess. We were at the Grand Floridian for tea. The very, very princessy moment.
This is hard because, like Jen said, there's so many. Obviously, I mean, every trip there's a new memory. One that I kind of hold dear to my heart was the first trip we took together as kind of a big family, where my mom actually took my family and my sister's family so my dad had passed away from cancer in 2010. He had wanted to always take us all to Disney World, but he never had the opportunity to do that. And so after he passed away, my mom kind of made it, a point to make sure that she she took us so that we could all experience it together. I had been before on my own, but my parents had never been there, and my sister had never been there. So it was, and my family had never been there. So it was a new experience. And so I can remember the first night in the Magic Kingdom. At the end of the night, we were watching Wishes, and I just remember standing there on Main Street with my mom and watching the fireworks, and I looked over at her and she was crying, and I just put my arm around her just because I think we both kind of just felt like in the moment, right? Like this was something that, my dad wanted to experience with all of us, but now we were experiencing it, but in a different way. It was just a really special moment because I put my arm around her and we kind of just looked at each other, and she smiled, and we just kind of, we had that connection. We got it. Like this was just a great experience. And we knew that, he was there watching with us. So that was, I know it's kind of it's an emotional moment, but it's definitely one that I'll keep with me for forever.
Going back to what Judy said, it's got a lot of emotion. I hear that in doing the podcast, Brian. It's I get people who message me privately and will say something to me of a memory that we stimulated from someone that they've lost, or they're not feeling well, they've had a bad day or whatever. I never in a million years thought doing a podcast would impact people like that. And I've had people relate those kind of stories to me all the time. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
That is good. All right. Now I'm crying, Judy. Now you got to go next.
Well, okay. This is a family one. There were so many we had so many wonderful experiences, but I guess the high point, the biggest memory I've had is my grandson. My kids grew up Disney. My grandkids did. My oldest grandson, Casey, in his freshman year in high school, the band from Regional 7 was going down to Disney. And I actually went down with a girlfriend because Ken was working. to be able to stand on Main Street and hear the announcers say, coming down Main Street is the Regional 7 high school marching band. I fast passed the parade and stood in front of the flagpole and watched this group of 100 and some kids with my grandson in the second row march down Main Street in the Magic Kingdom playing Thriller. And it was, the tears just started the minute I saw them come around the hub and I could hear the street beat as they're coming down the street. And I knew it was them. And to just see them and the grin on the director's face as he walked past us, it was just the most surreal moment to see that band come down the street. Mm-hmm. They all had Mickey Mouse ears on, too. Giving them all ears. None of them, it was great.
I was there, too.
You were there, and, I mean, they had just barely gone out the door or through the gates by the firehouse that my son was on the phone because he couldn't go. He had to work. And he said, send the pictures. And because I had videoed it. And it was the most amazing experience to watch them come down Main Street.
Nice.
To see that band come down. I
love how they do that. Yeah, I love
it. It was awesome.
It's great how they share these moments with kids and get a chance to go.
And for all his 15 years, he actually said it was just he loved it.
Oh, cool.
He said it was phenomenal. So he really appreciated it.
Love that one, Judy. Love that one. All right, Heather.
It was great.
Oh, that's beautiful. All these beautiful moments. I'm getting all choked up here.
Me too.
So I'm going to go a little more lighthearted.
Lighten up the...
Yeah. But I'm going to actually take us back in time about 40 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, to one of the many visits that I had to the Magic Kingdom with my grandparents. It was during the time of my life when I was living in Florida. My family kept moving back and forth between New York and Florida. So as a kid, I got to go to the Magic Kingdom quite often because Disney was only the Magic Kingdom at that point in time. So there's this moment that's so clear in my head. I must have been like 7 or 8 years old. And my grandmother and I rode the ride If You Had Wings, which is now Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin.
Oh, okay.
And we loved it so much that we immediately got off the ride, ran around to the entrance and got back on. And we did that over and over and over. I can't even tell you how many times. And I was laughing hysterically, and my grandmother was laughing hysterically. And it was like seeing my grandma as a little girl. It was so much fun.
What a great memory, yeah.
It was really great. Just a little side note, my grandma is still with us. She's 95 years old.
Oh, awesome.
She does not go to Disney anymore. She doesn't feel, physically capable of that. But she still loves Disney and still lives vicariously through my Disney trips and loves to hear about my adventures there. And
nice.
And all of my friends that I meet up with there. So she really started my love of Disney, and that memory is one that I will always treasure.
I love that. I got great memories of my grandmother at a local fair that we used to go to. Carnival, they called it in town. She would have loved Disney World.
I bet.
You'll have to rent your grandmother a scooter and just take her down there.
Judy, I've tried to talk her into it. She just won't do it.
Yeah.
Great memories. Wow, Glenn. Yeah. You're up next, Glenn.
All right. Well, actually, I've got two, but they're connected.
All right.
Let's hear this out. The first was when my parents came down in November of 2017, and both of my parents' knees are pretty well shot. So going to the parks is difficult for them, if not impossible. My father didn't even buy a park ticket. It was hard to even get them to come down, at all, because they knew that they might be sad to kind of be reminded that their bodies and their lives had changed so much over the years. But, I convinced them to come down with a grandchild as bait. And I put together an itinerary for them that was more focused on food and entertainment rather than rides and dealing with crowds. So, after having already enjoyed Boma for dinner and gospel brunch at the House of Blues, we were eating dinner at California Grill during sunset. And my dad smiled, and he looked at my mom and then back at me, and he said, "You're showing us a whole different side of Disney." Oh. And fast forward to the April 2018 trip when I took my son Harrison for his 5th birthday. And as we talked about on the podcast, I think it was episode 212, Harrison surprised me by not being into rides like me or his big brother, but he was more into shows and characters and the slower paced events like riding on the Main Street vehicles and watching the street performers in Epcot. And he made me see a whole different side of Disney, and I won't be the same for it. So I guess in short, my takeaways was that, Disney isn't just rides and crowds and fast passes and all the things that make the headlines. It can be different things to different people at different times in their life. And I think that's what I love so much about Disney, that you can go with anyone and find something captivating and something memorable to experience.
I love it. Glenn, you're going to help me finish it with my stories. I'm going to tell 2, I guess, with that in that same theme then, Glenn, because when it makes me think too of why Mom and I really cherish Disney World a lot. And I've told these stories probably before on the podcast, but I didn't go till I was 39 years old. And it was listening to other friends as they were kids coming back from Disney World and talking about it and just never getting that chance. For me, when I went there for that conference the first time and stayed at the downtown Disney Hotel, and just pulling into that property for the first time, it's just a feeling I had experienced only. I can think of it like going to the Rocky Mountains when we went to go skiing, and just the feeling of this is something really big. It was a feeling of gratitude, overwhelming gratitude, of maybe a little bit of success that I was able to do this. I was doing it for work at that time. But it was really a sense of accomplishment and gratitude that I had never sensed before. A little bit of I don't know. I wanted my family to experience it too. So I was able to bring them 2 years later. And then I think Mom got the same feeling because we had never been there as kids. So they get to see it finally and experience it, and now go back all the time. And then thinking of my kids, as they grow up and they're adults, you're not sure they're even going to want to go on vacation with you at all. But I had just my son, Ben and Harry. Harry's my oldest, Ben's my youngest, Lindsay's in the middle. But just the 3 of us, you talk about being with your family, at separate times, having different moments. But this always struck me too, when we were going to in Hollywood Studios, the One Man and His Dream. And we went and saw the video. Now, Harry was in college at the time at Mass Art, the School of Art and Design. You think about your kids of, what they're doing for their careers or where their life's going to go. And, he had chosen a life in kind of art and design, which can be scary, as you might know.
Yeah, my apologies.
But we came out of that film and he said, wow, I was really inspired by that film and that, just that experience. That just struck me really because, I always think of the creative life that Walt had and what he accomplished, and to see that, there's some hope there that Harry saw at that. And I think Ben felt the same way. So
yeah, I think people see different things, and I mean that's kind of why it's so wonderful how big it is. Like, he saw an artist. I feel the same way. He saw an artist who built this thing, and I mean that's what Walt was originally. I mean, he was just some guy that doodled, and it transformed into, through his ambition and his hard work, into this thing. But business people will see something when they look at it. Families will see something when they look at it. It means something to special to everyone, I think, when they come, if they do it right.
An American success story.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. You guys did awesome on this. I guess we'll finish up we had one last topic. Did you want to say something about the podcast?
Yeah, can we embarrass you now? Can we say something?
Don't make me cry.
Yes.
Here, well, we got to say something about the podcast. So, if Kurt, you want to take a back seat, and we can keep going in that same order. I think baby Jen is up first.
She is.
Okay, now I have a new nickname, don't I?
Yes, you do.
We got a cousin. We got all kinds of things.
Hashtag baby Jen.
I just call her the annoying little sister. I'm gonna go with baby. We can do
Whatever.
Watch it there, nephew.
The older sister.
Talking about all that, the friendships. I have amazing Disney friends that honestly I never would have met because of it, ever. Like, all around the country, all around the world. Yeah. Like I remember before you started with the Facebook group, I was listening to the podcast very early on, and then you got with the Facebook group, and I could tell it was something special right away. And before that, like, I had my friends, around here or whatever, but there's nothing like a Disney friend. and I am not going to cry. I'm going to blame it. And if I do, I'm going to blame it because it's way past my bedtime. This last time when I went with Holly, and when I went and did Girls Weekend in August, here are these group of women who get me, and I've never had that in my entire life, who understand that Mickey-shaped heart. Yeah. So, and look at EJ and I, never would have met if it wasn't for everybody. Oh my goodness. Like I have friends in Australia and UK now. Like, do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Whoever would have thought? And, the social media helped, but I never would have met them if it wasn't for the podcast.
I love the relationships that you guys epitomize some of what can happen. It was a great year where you guys finally getting together and starting to meet in person. So I'm looking forward to the one that's happening in Pennsylvania. There could be a meetup there at the King of Prussia Mall.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep.
Awesome, Jen. Thank you. Ooh, Brian.
It's my turn. I remember talking about friendships and I just kind of want to talk about who you, Kurt, are as a person. I remember it was either 2014 or 2015. I had been on the show a couple of times, done a couple of trip reports, and then you reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to come on one night, and it was like a Friday night, and if I wanted to talk with you and Kevin. And the reason you wanted to bring Kevin on was because this was right after he slipped on dog poop when he was running, and he had knee surgery, and you had said that Kevin seemed like he was kind of down in the dumps, and he needed to have his spirits lifted, and just the fact that you thought, why don't we just invite him on and we'll do a show and just to talk Disney for a couple hours. And I thought that was just really cool. I think we just kind of, you came up with the topic, but it was fun. But it was something that you didn't have to do it, but you did. And then one more thing, you had offered to call me and to kind of just talk to me. And this was just, outside of the podcast. This was just you being a friend, right? Like somebody that I met on the internet who likes Disney and is offering to just be a friend and call and just, talk. And that meant a lot to me. And I don't know if I ever really explained that to you or if I really told you how much I appreciated that. But I did. But that kind of goes back to just the guy that you are. I think you are a selfless person, and you have a huge heart, and you put your friends before yourself. And, that's that's what a true father does. And we're grateful for, everything you've done with this podcast.
We didn't tell the story of when you first, I think, approached me, and you scared me at first. I was protecting the family because I thought you were a little crazy.
We know he is now.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know if he was one of the ones I got to protect the family from or not. I was wrong.
No.
That's great. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, I think, I was thinking as you guys were talking, me, Judy, Ken, and Mom, and Lindsay, we talk about you guys like you are family on a regular basis. So there's an inner circle for sure. All right, Judy.
Well, my earbuds are kicking out. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Well, it has to be the friendships that we've made through this podcast and the Facebook page. And the thing that I like the best is it's a safe place. I feel like I can post on there my concerns. Other people can post their worries, what's going on in their life. And it's a safe place. There's no snarky comments. There's nothing, there's no drama. Yeah. It's just love and care for everybody that's on the group. We are family, and then it's actually getting to meet everybody when we're down there. I mean, little Andrea and David Castro. I mean, they call me Tia Judy now. It's like, it's
oh, they were fun. Yeah,
they're family, and I think that's what it is that you've created. This safe, warm, loving environment where we can get to know each other. I spent one Christmas day with Kevin while he walked around the Isle of Wight. Yeah. And he showed Ken and I where he lived, and it was amazing.
Yes.
So you can't put it in words, but it's just this warm blanket that just covers you up and holds you up together. And you can share everything with them.
I love it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And Judy, you're one of those special people.
Well, thank
you guys don't even know. She's sweet. She's a sweetheart. Oh. All right, Heather.
On most days.
Yeah, most days.
This is just kind of restating what everybody else is saying, but this is not just a podcast. It's a community and it's a family. And I just appreciate that so much. I love the fact that I can go to my geeks and talk about Disney all day long and nobody's going to make fun of me like they do out in the real world. So I just really appreciate that.
Thank you, Heather. It's so fun to get to meet you guys too. It's finally after so many years.
Oh, it's so great.
We had fun in the parks.
We sure did. I love that has grown from the podcast and from the community. Now, this is starting to happen where we're meeting each other face to face and hanging out in the parks, and it's just so much fun.
I love that. Thank you, Heather and Glenn. Yeah.
All right, big guy. As resident old man on the podcast, now that Lisa's tiled out, all I have to say is get off my lawn. No. I've been listening to you organically since episode 4, since the 4th week that you and Lindsay sat down and started recording a podcast, and I've heard the tips and the coffee walks that take us inside of the parks and make us feel on our morning commutes on Monday or whenever we can listen like we get to travel to Disney, not even just vicariously, but with a friend, that friend that you and your family have become. We've enjoyed the trips. We've enjoyed being, our D-list, E-list celebrities being on the podcast, and all of that wonderfulness, hearing our names and our kids being able to listen and hear and such like that. But what you've built is absolutely unmatched, I think, I say to my family all the time and in this community as often as I can that this podcast group on the Facebook page and the energy that you've created on the podcast itself, it's the best thing on the internet. And I mean that. You say Disney people, you said it today, Disney people are the best, but you're wrong. There are plenty of Disney people out there who are snarky and negative and find fault in the things that Disney does. But it's you, Kurt. It's you that have brought out the best in us and the best of us. And I thank you for giving life to this podcast, for giving life to this group, for giving us all these hours and days and weeks and now years of enjoyment with people that we have met and haven't met. And I look forward to meeting you and Aunt Judy and so many for the first time in October, 5.5 years in the coming, but I can't tell you how much joy you have given me over all of those years, that half decade plus. And I want to thank you, man, from the bottom of my heart for doing what came naturally to you. Everything that Brian said, I echo. You are one of the kindest, most genuine, earnest, humble people. And the fact that you gift us with this podcast every week. I was just listening today to the podcast came out today with Tony Ann and Dave, and you're talking about how many hours you put into each podcast. Every hour that we hear is 4 extra hours of producing and editing. Thank you, Kurt, for giving life to this. And I don't know if I'll ever be able to thank you enough.
Wow.
Well said, Brian. And being
that was Glenn though,
and Glenn rather. I mean,
or Glenn, whatever. Yeah.
But whatever. But Glenn, knowing Kurt personally and seeing Kurt on a weekly basis in church every Sunday, occasionally we go out. You're absolutely right. He is such a caring, loving person. He really, that's Kurt. It really is, and he's built a phenomenal community, a family.
Wow, I sure picked a bunch of good ones to bring on the show. You guys were just the first 5 or 6 people that came on the show.
And we're still listening.
And you're still around. I don't know. There's got to be some divine intervention to this. Someone once said, it's my ministry. And, it's become that. I was amazed at sometimes what people say to me in private, and they some of these things that you're saying, it happens on more than pretty often, and it's pretty humbling, and it's exciting that I could have fun just talking Disney World, but also impact people's lives, and didn't, someone who slips on dog poop and breaks their leg. Or cheering somebody up, or in Glenn's case, I brought him on the first time to talk DVC, and that was, he had an interest in, and that's something I'm trying to do more of. I don't want to be, I want to be inclusive to new people too, and there's lots of new people that are joining with great excitement too, and they just keep coming. I don't know. Again, it's great to find people like us are out there, and I hope we just keep growing and keep it also like a family. So
absolutely.
Thank you so much, everybody. I haven't had to kick out very many people. I don't know why we're so well behaved, but we are.
You've created culture.
Yeah.
You've created, like Walt created a culture. We were talking earlier about cast members, the janitorial staff being so kind.
Yeah.
That's culture. That's the creation. I always think about that picture of Walt Disney walking down Main Street picking up trash. The CEO, the guy who has no time for anything, and there he is picking up trash in his car.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's important. I agree with you, Glenn. That is important. You got to walk the walk. For sure, as a leader.
You've done that here. That's why we're on our best behavior, because we know that this is the place where
everybody's
you can
watching,
be kind, where you can be earnest, and that's you that gives us that.
Everybody's watching too. If something does go sideways, I find out about it. Judy will tell me.
Always watching.
Well, thank you so much. That's right. Well, guys, this has been a lot of fun. Okay, I had to break a couple of tears during that whole recording, but you guys really brought it, and it made that 5-year anniversary a lot of fun. So thank you so much, and I hope we can keep it going.
We'll do this at 10.
I plan on it.
I think we will.
Thank you.
I'll have an almost 21-year-old. I won't be the baby then.
That's right. All right, guys, have a good night.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks, Kurt. Good night.
Night.
Bye.
Happy birthday, podcast.
Thanks, Brian, for your topic. That worked out great.
Yeah, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Wow, that was so much fun recording with some of the Fab Five, some of those early Super Geeks, and they're very special Super Geeks. And it got a little emotional there, didn't it? Jeez, they're always so good to me. I love it. And I got a couple of recordings that came in from the Geekin family. Let me play the first one from Wendy Fox.
Hey geeks, it's Wendy Fox from upstate New York. Just like to wish Curtis Stone, Lindsay, and the whole Geekin family happy 5th anniversary and many more to come. Thanks for making my Monday morning just a little bit brighter.
Thank you so much, Wendy, for sending that in. And it's so great to hear you guys enjoying that I release our shows on Mondays. I want to make that Monday a little bit better for you. And you geeks, you make every day great for me. Now, I got another message that came in from Rob Madiri.
Hey, Kurt and Lindsay, this is Rob Madiri, and I wanted to congratulate you both on your 5th anniversary of the podcast. I know I haven't been with you and the geeks for that long, but I'm amazed at how welcome you've all made me feel. I love listening to the podcast, and I love interacting with everyone on Facebook. I'm thankful to you, Kurt, for bringing me on as a guest and to be invited to chat on Facebook Live. I can't wait to meet you at the G3 or sooner. Hint, hint, Kurt.
Thank you so much, Rob. And thanks for sending in that message. And this is really exciting. He's been putting together a Geekin meetup. The little hint he's talking about is they're getting together next weekend at the Yard House in King of Prussia, which is near Philadelphia, I believe. I think it's in a mall area. And it's on Sunday, April 7th, 11:30 a.m. He's wondering if I'm going to be making it. It's quite a drive for me. We'll see, Rob. If I show up, it's going to be a big surprise. But thanks for being a part of the Geekin family. I'll see you in G3 down in there at the Disney World in October. Well, all the geeks made this weekend and this 5th anniversary of the podcast really special. Boy, I had a great weekend. I got to tell you a little story from my Saturday morning. I got up early. I was editing the podcast. This was Friday morning because I was going to plan on taking the afternoon off, take my dad to the casino. He's had some knee surgery, had a knee replacement surgery, and I've been wanting to take him out for the day, get away and have some fun. And I worked a little bit in the morning, but I also was working on the podcast, and I see my email. I'm getting some emails from Patreon, which I don't promote at all. This is a service where podcasters can collect some volunteer money from their listeners. And all of a sudden I start seeing an email with one come in and then another and then another. And I'm starting to think, oh no, I don't promote my Patreon account. Maybe I've been hacked. And I'm like, maybe Auntie Judy's up to something. Cause last year for Podfather's Day, they collected some money for me that was really amazing. And so I see this coming in. So I texted Auntie Judy about 6:00 in the morning. I said, Judy, are you guys up to something? And she would not fess up to it. And yet the Patreon pledges just kept coming in. So I knew something was up. And then I learned later, Judy was worried that I was going to cancel my Patreon account if they didn't fess up. And so I got that intro that Glenn Kessler sent in, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Glenn. I did have a chance to talk to him on the phone and thank him. This is the email that he sent me that morning, about 9:00 that morning. And I was getting a little emotional, but he says, happy anniversary, Kurt. ! I hope your morning has been full of wonderful, if not puzzling news. The geeks have done it again and gotten together behind your back to surprise you. The attached voice memo will explain it a little more fully, and I hope you've gotten it to you in time to use it in your intro for this week's show. Yep, we did that. But the long and the short of it is that the celebration of your 5-year anniversary, we wanted to make financial contributions to the podcast to ensure its long-term survival. In addition to numerous monthly subscriptions to your Patreon page, some geeks are making a one-time Patreon and PayPal payments to you on this day. Judy will present the PayPal payments to you in one lump sum on Sunday. We hope the Patreon payments get to you smoothly as well. Thanks for all you do! ! And yes, we all did know about this before last week's recording with you, you sneaky buggers. If the geeks are good at one thing, it's keeping secrets from their podfather, Glenn. Yeah, I got a little emotional. I got to say, guys, man, how special this Geekin family is. That is so nice. And I don't know what to say except for thank you, guys. It's a pleasure being your podfather. I'm so glad. It's so cool that this was so totally organic. You know, we talk about the family, which was organic, and we talk about the amazing people that have been guests on the show, my super geeks, and now you can see how they treat their podfather. Well, I got to thank everybody by name, so bear with me. Auntie Judy did give me a nice card and some extra cash this morning, which was really cool. But let me thank everybody. First of all, Jennifer Galambos and EJ Cruz, who've been Patreon supporters of mine for a long time. Thank you guys, and love working with them in the travel agency. Amanda Bond, Susan Cox, Mickey Foster, Amy Lane, Mandy Ray Malinowski, Travis Dietrich, Janet Braverman, Holly Burcase, Suze Aston, Jeff McCartney, Heather Brainerd, Cassandra Callahan, Judy Ludwig, Chris Cates, Rachel Wright, Stacy Zito, Melissa Grover, Amy Beckner, Jamie McGee, Glenn Kessler, Kevin Curtis Allen. Well, Kevin's been trying to send me money through the UK channels. We failed so far, but he keeps on trying. Jen Batchelder, Deirdre Watts, Rob Maduri, and Jeff Opolka. Also from the card, I got some extra from Deirdre Watts, Rob Maduri, Dave Youngard, and Janet Braverman. And then there was a Penny Coach LLC. So let me know, Penny Coach, so I can thank you too. That is just so cool. It's a thank you so much for everything card that Judy gave me at church this morning. So you guys are awesome, and really appreciate it. So all of that. And also I got a 5-star iTunes review. I got a couple of them, and it puts me back to 5 stars. I've been complaining about being at 4.5 stars for a couple of weeks. Well, we're back, baby. And we're at 5 stars. Thank you so much for you guys that have been giving us iTunes reviews. It means a lot to me. And he says more than just a podcast, a family. This is from Iguanica. I love the names that they use. It says, I've been listening for a couple of years now. I've gotten so much out of this podcast. It's a great Disney content, but it's the people that surround this podcast that make it such a joy! ! I love the trip reports and the roundtables. Kurt's coffee walks make me feel like I'm there at WDW when I'm stuck at home. And I've made both the virtual and in real life friends from the Facebook group. Thanks, Geekin. That is a great and appropriate for this 5-year anniversary show. Thank you so much for the iTunes reviews. Next on the podcast, sorry I had to bump you guys up a little bit for this reunion or family reunion anniversary 5 years show, but Deidre Watts, Joe K, Jessica Merrick, and Wendy Fox, get ready. Your episode with the trip report we did. These are 4 of the 28 people I met in January when I was down there at Disney World. So it's a fun roundtable trip report coming out next week. And talking about this weekend, I made a mistake last week. I said that the Disney Run team would be doing the April 2019 Star Wars race this past weekend, but it's this weekend coming up. So you still can support the Trevor Project. Go out to my website, geekinonwdw.com. There is a button there. You can donate. We've already raised $500 for the Trevor Project. We're really proud of that. This is the last week that you can do that. I'll wait till the race is over, and then I'll send our contribution over to the Trevor Project. Mental health is so important, guys. I've been hearing so many horrible stories, and it's such a epidemic that's been going on here with the suicide things. I hear it about veterans. I hear it about young people, and Jen Moynihan Wynn explains in our promo that I've been playing the last couple of weeks, the gay and lesbian community that we're supporting with the Trevor Project. So please donate. And then our run team is going to be so proud running for the Trevor Project, and we're so excited about that. Can't wait to see them all down at Disney World. If you're running in the April 2019 Star Wars race, I hope you get to see some of our geeks. Message Holly Burcase and see where they're meeting up. And, they said we met up this past Monday, and it's really difficult. People are getting ready different ways for their run, but at some point they hope they will get a chance to meet up and share their experience together. If you'd like to be part of the Disney Run team, it's out there on Facebook. You can search for it. You can message me on Facebook or email me at kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. We do get together monthly on a Zoom virtual meeting group, so that is always a lot of fun to support each other in our running efforts and health efforts. I am really accessible, and don't be surprised if I reach out to talk to you on the phone. Love getting onto Facebook Live and having you guys tell me your trips and what's going on. If you got a trip coming up or if you need some advice from me, just get in contact with me. I will help you out the best I can. You can always email me at kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com or message me on Facebook. Remember the big meetup we got coming October 2019, the Grand Geekin Gathering. Oh, we're really getting excited about this. We were talking about maybe renting a pontoon boat. Kevin was talking about, Mom's talking about maybe doing one of those dessert parties over at Epcot, maybe Magic Kingdom. So that's all being discussed. So look for that coming out, guys. If you're going down for the Grand Geekin Gathering or the G3, the t-shirts sale is all done for March. If you missed it, I'm sorry. Maybe if you get in last second, you can message Auntie Judy and she'll get you on the t-shirt list. We'll be ordering those t-shirts coming up here first week of April. All right. Each week we share awesome tips for your Disney trip planning, but you can instantly gain that advantage by booking with Mama, Auntie Judy, EJ Cruz, and Jennifer Glambos. And you can email Judy and Mama at travelingtiaras@gmail.com. That's traveling without the G. travelingtiaras@gmail.com. You can find EJ and Jennifer on their little Dole Whips page. And we are authorized Disney planning agency through Fairy Tale Concierge. We are getting awesome feedback from our listeners and clients about the service we provide them. And we would love to be your travel agent because you know what? We love working with you guys. We love talking to you guys. We like watching out for you. Mom told me every Friday is follow-up Fridays. We're checking in with you guys. We're booking those fast passes and ADRs for you. We're watching your countdown dates. They got a whole list of things they look out for you guys, and they try to take care of you the best they can. They're a lot of fun to talk to. We are a great team with EJ, Jennifer, Mama, and Judy. They know all that technical stuff about booking, and hey, I can even help you too with some of my knowledge. And hey, don't forget about the bounce back when you guys are going down to Disney World. And before you leave at midnight, check in with Disney. You could get a nice discount up to 30% at the deluxe resorts, and they got discounts all the way down to 20% for the value resorts. So check that out. It's a great deal. We'd love to be your booking agent. You can transfer that booking, if you book it yourself, within 30 days to the Traveling Tiaras. We'd love to be your agent. If you just found us on the podcast and you just booked, we'd love to transfer that over to us and serve you the best that we can. It's not too late. Hey, remember to sign up for the email newsletter, the Geekin Gazette, geekinonwdw.com. You'll receive a free packing checklist and a spreadsheet to help you plan your trip like we use for ourselves and our travel clients. We send you our favorite Disney news, info on Disney package discounts, and news from our Geekin family. Wow, am I proud of this Geekin family. They are something special. They proved it once again. We've had a pretty good run for 5 years, and we're just going to keep on doing it. We love you guys. Thanks for going Geekin on Walt Disney World with us. We appreciate you listening and geeking with us every single day. We love you, geeks. Have a magical day, and I hope all your dreams come true.
miss you.
Hey, I'll be at Disney on April 1st if you've got anything, any openings in your schedule.
Y'all, work is going to kill me this year, and I can't get to Disney until November.
Oh, no.
Went in January, can't go back till November.
Wow. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. But I'm hoping that all this hard work pays off and some kind of big bonuses in my future.
Yes, that is a good way to look at it.
And you can stay a lot longer.
That's right. We're going back in January.
Nice.
Trying a different Brian Wall.
Jennifer, are you coming in October?
Or try all the Brian Walls.
Yeah.
What I miss?
There he is.
I had an old Brian Wall.
This is the new and improved Brian Wall.
Thank God.
Better Brian Wall.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, Brian.
I've never attempted to do this many on Skype. Why not try now?
It's going about as you expected, right?
Exactly.
Well,
Well, we got Lisa near the chickens at least.
Hey, look, if they come running for me, I'm unarmed. I've got nothing for them. It's going to get really ugly.
throw them some food, little corn pellets.
Let's see.
That's the problem. That's what they're going to expect, and I'm nowhere near the corn pellets.
Oh, no.
I'm going to try. We'll try to see what's up with Holly. Hopefully she can make it. She's the last one. Not too bad.
You got everybody.
Well, Lisa,
Almost.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm dicey, and I'm gonna be freezing here in about 10 minutes.
Oh.
So you're gonna have to let me say something nice to you and then be gone.
Really? We could do that. That's kind of appropriate. You're always a challenge to get on the Skype.
Well, aren't all good things in life a challenge?
Yeah.
True enough. Did everybody have their topics or their? Hey, Brian, why don't you,
Yes.
Brian, you can explain the topic better than I could because it was your topic.
Well, it was funny. Well, we just went in January, and we were on property for a couple of days, but we never actually even went into the parks because my son. It was New Year's, and I didn't want to even try to mess around with it. But so we stayed at Coronado Springs for a few nights and just kind of hung out at the resort. We went to Disney Springs and just kind of soaked up the outside of the bubble, or the inside of the bubble, but we weren't in the parks or anything. But when we left to go back, I was sitting at the airport and just texting with a friend back home, and he was texting me pictures of the snow and the rain and the cold, and I just started to think about leaving Disney World property and leaving what we call the bubble, and just thinking about all of the things that I love about it and things that make our vacations and our time there so special. What is it? And what are those things that we love so much? Whether it's interacting with cast members or there's a different reason for why we love being on property, because I definitely do think, because I've stayed off property between your experience when on off property. And I think if you've stayed off property, you kind of get it. But so I just had approached Curtis about doing a show about the things that we love about being inside the bubble. So
Nice.
Kind of it.
So I hope that's what you did for your list. We'll see how many we can get through. I thought I put down 3 for each if I could do that.
Now somebody also said favorite things about the podcast and a favorite memory or a moment.
Is it favorite moment from the podcast or
No, just a favorite moment at
in Disney? Yeah, okay. Favorite moment at Disney.
Yeah, I think it was Glenn who was it? Was it Glenn? Was it you that said maybe somebody about the podcast, and Kurt was the one that said favorite moment at Disney?
Yeah.
Somebody.
All right, I'll put that too if we have time. favorite. I think we can do that. Lisa, what are you going to do? You just going to let you go first?
Yeah.
We'll let Lisa go first and get her.
Isn't it only appropriate?
Yes. Well,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna introduce you guys, and I'm gonna introduce you in chronological order from youngest to oldest. In when you, I wrote down when you guys appeared first on the show, so I have that. And I was kind of hoping Holly can make it, but she's not answering me, which is not like her. She's usually right all over it, which leads me to believe she's probably having a rough work day.
That could be.
What she hasn't had. Her and I we're gonna record my trip report on I think Thursday. So, and Lindsay's going to join then too. Lindsay couldn't make it tonight either. So, oh well, I'll take what I can get.
Here.
Okay.
Glenn's here. Heather's here. Aunt Judy's here. Who else here? Jen's here. Lisa here.
Yep.
Is that everybody?
Yep.
Yeah.
You got it. All right.
You know what's so cool is we've done roundtables before, but this, other than, I can't say it, but because I haven't met Glenn yet, but I've met all of these people now, and that's amazing.
Yes, I was going to mention that too.
Other than Glenn.
Just a few more months, Judy.
I know, that's coming up in October.
I can't wait. You're going to get a big hug.
Oh, too. You too.
And
I don't know. A certain one in Magic Kingdom was a
And if
pretty
you're lucky, Glenn, you won't have to help me push my scooter.
I was going to say.
No way. I'm looking for those kinds of memories. That's what it's all about.
Nice. Brian, you were breaking up a little bit, and I don't know if that's like all of us or just you.
It could be me. It shouldn't be, but.
How's your Wi-Fi?
Should be good. Nobody's on right now.
All right. It wasn't. Sometimes when yeah.
I'm definitely hearing you come in and out too, Kurt.
I'm coming in.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah.
You're floating in and out, Kurt.
Wow. It's like everybody then.
Let's be honest, it's probably all my fault.
No, it's the chickens.
Wow.
I'm hoping they're tucking themselves in for the night and they don't have any desire to come over here where I'm hiding out on the front porch.
Maybe we've hit some kind of bandwidth record or something. Well, let's give it a go. Am I really breaking up a lot?
I'm relying solely on satellite, so make it snappy.
Yeah.
You're not bad, Kurt. I mean, on a scale of 0 to Lisa Green, you're like a 4.
Oh man.
No, Lisa, you're coming in loud and clear right now.
That made me happy.
Yeah, she's not.
I missed that laugh, Lisa.
She's not breaking up at all.
Me too.
Yeah, right. Awesome. All right, I'm going to take one more look for Holly, but I don't think she's going to make it. Okay. All right, let's go. You guys ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. This is going to be fun. Thank you so much. So this one, it'll come out. You know what? I'll deliver this one, I think, the April 2nd. Does it fall? Let me look at the date. April 1st is a Monday. So it'll come out on April 1st.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah. Got to fast track this one.
I'm going to put it. Yeah, I don't know if I probably. Yeah, it's going to go in to meet the 5-year anniversary. Yeah, so that's what I'll do.
That's great.
So I'm going to record with Holly and Lindsay Thursday night for my trip report. But so I'll get their take on it too. Awesome, guys. I wish Holly could have been here. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Well, I'll follow up, see how she's doing. I think she's just working a lot of hours.
Yeah.
Maybe did you ground her? She just telling us.
Maybe she's just being a teenager, you know? She's just
I know all about that.
she's ignoring her podfather.
Closing the door and not talking.
Yeah, exactly. She's in that season. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Thanks so much.
See ya. See
Night.
you guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Sing, Judy.
Goodbye.